The raucous din of the crowded spaceport bar greeted me like an old friend as I stepped through the doors. Neon signs blinked from every corner, advertising drinks from across the galaxy. The smoky air carried a dozen languages, shouted by traders, smugglers, miners, every other spacefaring sort trying to shake the stellar dust off their boots. I spotted my contact sitting alone at a corner table, nursing a fluorescent concoction. Even hunched on a stool, he towered over the other patrons. His biology was a peculiar blend of pack-adam and swine, floppy ears, a bulbous snout, thick hide mottled in shades of gray. I clapped a hand on one meaty shoulder in greeting. "Glor, you ugly bastard," I exclaimed. "Heard you kicked the bucket on that slimeball planet OIA. How'd you escape the food chain down there?" Glor's gravelly voice rumbled with mirth. "Jax, good to see your pink hide still in one piece." He clasped my forearm in the traditional greeting of his people, his hand easily encircling my bicep. "Ah, you know me," I laughed. "Always managing to slip out of trouble at the last minute." "Yes, like that time on Drouse 9 when I had to pull you out from under that mother dragon after you thought you could steal her eggs." I winced at the memory. In my defense, that clutch could have scored us a small fortune on the black market. "Still not your finest moment," he grunted. "Come on," he said, waving over the bartender. "Come share a drink. I'll tell you my tale of triumph over disgusting, man-eating worms the size of asteroids." I pulled up a stool, and soon we were both choking down the acidic brew he called Nunville, which tasted faintly of vomit and burning. But hey, friendship requires sacrifices. "So how was OIA?" I asked, trying not to gag. "Lovely, if you enjoy cesspools," Glor began. "Planet's 90% swamp gas and leeches. But I was chasing a big score, a downed cargo freighter, supposedly loaded with orodium ingots." I gave a low whistle. "Prime salvage." Glor nodded. "An old mining buddy tipped me off, but getting there meant trekking through the Glurm marsh swamps. Talk about a hellhole, knee-deep muck, parasites, and those damned worms." He described struggling through bubbling bogs under a green haze, his expedition team dwindling one by one. I winced and groaned at each grisly detail, the Nunville flowing like poison between brothers in arms. Finally, he reached the freighter, half sunk in the mire. Just as they began hauling up the crates, disaster struck. That's when the mother of all worms erupted from the swamp. Must have been 300 meters long, gulped down the ship, cargo and all. "Stars above," I whistled. "How'd you get out?" "Jet boots," singing my tale the whole way. He laughed and slammed another empty glass on the table. I shook my head. His exploits put my smuggling jobs to shame. We swapped a few more stories and reminisced about our first meeting on Drouse 9, where we'd started as rivals on a hostage extraction gig and ended up back-to-back, fighting off a clan of cyborg Kota dragons. You forge a special bond when you pull dragon teeth out of someone's ass. Despite our differences, we shared a view: keep your head down, credits flush, and plasma rifle close. And a shared appreciation for feminine beauty. "Face it, Jax," Glor slurred, "your smooth, squishy human women can't compare to rebellion beauties." He pulled up a holo on his wrist, displaying a zaftig female of his kind. I laughed until Nunville shot out my nose. "That's your poster girl. She's wider than she is tall." "Curves in all the right places," I retorted, tracing an exaggerated hourglass in the air. "My people perfected the female form." "Your females all look the same," Glor said indignantly, pulling up another holo. "Ours have unique attributes humans can't appreciate. I'll take symmetry over, whatever that is, any day. I'll have you know a robust, ample figure is the highest standard of beauty among my kind." "If you say so," I shrugged. "But I've got a 20-credit word for you, cellulite." That got a roar of laughter from the next table. Glor scowled. "You and your carnivore prejudices. My people prefer well-insulated females." "Insulation's great in a starship," I said, "not so much on the fairer sex." We argued passionately, half pride, half Nunville, until Glor slammed his glass down. "Enough talk. Let's settle this once and for all. In our current state." He stood. "We'll hold a contest. Right here. Let the galaxy decide." It was the dumbest and most brilliant idea we'd ever had. I waved down a waitress and announced the plan at full volume. Within the hour, the bar buzzed like a hive. Judges volunteered. Messages were sent. By the next round of drinks, a parade of contestants had assembled, female representatives from nearly every known species. We cleared a space in the center of the bar for a makeshift stage. The judges assembled, a colorful mix of species. Glor and I sat front row, ready to cheer on our champions. Get ready to witness perfection, I said. We'll see, Jax. Hope your credits are ready. The first few contestants were impressive, tentacled beauties, feathered sirens, crystalline dancers. One had skin that rippled with starlight. Another moved like liquid flame. Glor howled with delight when the rebellion entrants took the stage, flapping their nose flaps and twitching their ears in elaborate mating displays. You call those moves beauty? I scoffed. That's just wiggly bits. Watch your tongue before I rip it out, he growled. We laughed. Then a striking Orion girl took the stage, green skin, scarlet hair, moving with cat-like grace. Even Glor looked grudgingly impressed. That's stunning, I said. Symmetry, fitness, flexibility. Possible, he grunted. But lacks proper fat stores for childbearing. I rolled my eyes. Clearly, our species were galaxies apart. Then, she appeared. A blue-skinned female with tendrils instead of hair, an Ari. She moved like liquid silk, her dance hypnotic, sensual, devastatingly elegant. Even Glor went silent. The bar roared. In the end, the judges couldn't choose a winner. And that was the point. It was unanimously agreed. Beauty could not be measured by one standard. Every being brought something unique, something exceptional. Glor and I left the contest in high spirits, past arguments forgotten. I threw an arm around his massive shoulders. Well, my friend, I said, it seems we both have much to appreciate across the stars. Too true, Glor chortled. Beauty takes infinite forms, though rebellion ladies still reign supreme in my eyes. Keep dreaming, you perverted warthog, I laughed. At least we agree on one thing, he said, raising his glass. The universe is one gorgeous, crazy mystery, I nodded. And we've barely scratched the surface. To the adventures ahead, Glor declared, sloshing his nunville with a wide grin. And the beauties we've yet to discover. I clinked my glass to his. The awful drink burned going down, but this time, I didn't mind. Because in a galaxy of war, worms, and wild women, some friendships are forged stronger than any alloy. Across species, across stars, and in that mad, glorious chaos, we found our truth.